Greetings and welcome back to the Dicey Cantina. It's the second Tuesday of the month, and that means I'm joined again by AJ and Mark with special guest Erica. This month for Hopco, well, I should tell you what Hopco is, and then you should like and subscribe on YouTube, and you should also join Discord. See, I forgot to say those at the beginning, and now I have, and so my contractual obligation is complete. But
Nailed it.
Hopco is the game where we hop around GMs and play the games that we are excited to play, want to try out, or just test out, and all of those things. And for the first time, I think we are doing a session 0. So, what are we playing this month, Mark? And how did you find this game?
This month we are playing Rebels of the Outlaw Wastes, which I kickstarted, and they delivered the PDF pretty recently, and I'm very excited about it. Cool game, great art, should be a lot of fun.
Awesome. For our special guest, Erica, you're joining us for the first time. Everyone knows a lot about us, but welcome and tell us about yourself.
I'm Erica. I go by Erica Goodwitch on all the podcasting things, and I do a lot of stuff with these people.
It's true.
I've been on Mark's podcasts, Coruscant Nights and Tales from the Grey Library.
Yep.
I'm currently in the current season of Heroes from the Hydian Way. I've been on Behind the Mask. I've been on Dicey Cantina.
It's true.
Twice. 2 different characters.
And you have a voice in the Foxglove letters.
Yep.
So
yeah,
you're in all the things.
I do all the things all the time.
It was only a matter of time before you came to Hopco.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Lone Gamers of the Apocalypse. Mark asks me if I want to do something, and I say yes.
Oh, you want to play a game on Friday?
It's for real? Like this Friday?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay.
You just said the answer is yes.
I mean, I do have a life outside of this stuff.
It's true. I don't know that I necessarily give you guys a chance to plug yourselves either. So AJ, where do we find the things you do?
You can find my art and stuff like that at AJ_Kimbal on Instagram, or come on over to this Discord, Nightcast Creative Discord. I used to be the leader of posts and comments and stuff, but I guess I broke the bot, and I'll just remain the winner until we reinstall it. And I'm sure we got great people like Chaos Mod and Zach who would take that crown from me now.
And Mark.
I run the Discord, which we are playing on right now, which you should join, because if you join, you will get to see the maps and world building stuff that we're making for this game and our other Hopco games. I have the podcast Coruscant Nights, which is a Star Wars RPG podcast set during the Clone Wars, or end of Clone Wars, and am a part of a High Republic podcast with Erica and Andrew. That my brain can't tell me the name of
Path
right now.
of the Storm.
Path of the Storm. Oh boy, that's gonna be fun. Just all the RPG stuff. YouTube.com/@NightcastCreative. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to lie a little bit and correct this lie later. All the links to what you guys are talking about are in the description. That's not true in this particular moment, but by the time you watch this on YouTube and you've liked it and you subscribe, there's a little special thing. Once you hit like and then you hit the subscribe button, then you can see all the links in the description. It's just this little special thing that I do. Anyway, well, I'm busy lying. Mark, what's next for us?
All right. So we're doing our session 0 tonight. So at least one of you has lots of ideas for a character, possibly even a half-written character sheet. The other 2, maybe one of you, have not done anything yet. So we are going to get into that. And the first part of that is talking about the world. So, Rebels of the Outlaw Wastes it's sort of post-apocalyptic rebels versus the powers that be. And so our three characters will be rebels of one sort or another, and we'll get to exactly what sort that is towards the end of character creation. But we need to talk. We need to talk about what sort of post-apocalyptic world we're going to be inhabiting, and we talked a little bit about that before this all started and came up with some ideas. But let's solidify that stuff, and I will fill out the world sheet here and share it with our friends on Discord. So during this part, as it is a session 0, there might be a little bit of downtime here and there. I will be reading stuff from the rule book, and we will, in general, be sort of learning the game as we go. I've had a read through of the rule books once so far. The rules are fairly simple, and I think you'll get them pretty quickly. All right, so.
And as always,
world.
if you're in Discord in our chat, feel free to help us along.
Name NPCs.
Yeah, we need your help.
Name places in the world, all that sort of fun stuff. So.
You get a voice.
A voice and a choice.
You get to make decisions for us.
Make decisions for us. All right. So the first thing we want to talk about is the crash. Before the crash, the old world was safe and happy. Citizens of the old world lived in a land of technological plenty, feasting on Pop-Tarts and canned cheese spray, filling their vast leisure time with delights and diversions that seemed like fantastical lies to anyone surviving in the ruins. The crash is a major event that caused the old world to collapse. We sort of talked about what this could be, but I don't think we decided for sure on when the crash happened. Did y'all have ideas? We talked about the AI bubble of the 2030s. We talked about the 90s because we like 90s tech.
Mm-hmm. I thought
it could be.
Did we combine those?
It could be. Yeah. The AI crash of the 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah, I threw out an AI uprising.
Okay. All right, so we're going with the AI uprising that happened in the 90s. I like it.
The future 90s?
Yeah. I'm thinking like the
90s.
the things from the flood 90s. There's robots, there's So AI uprising 1990s.
It's like the 1940s version of the 90s.
Yeah. What was the feel of old world tech before the crash? So some of the examples are steam clock, diesel grease, motor funk, bit chip, laser chrome, techno grudge, swipetopia, or green core. But it could be anything.
Do you have some examples of what those words mean?
Sure. Yeah. So like steam clock, think steampunk, clockwork,
Guns and
And crunk guns.
Sure. Yeah. Diesel grease is going to be oil and planes with propellers and assembly lines and factories, and motor funk, muscle cars, sodium street lamps, bit chip, solar panels, chunky robots, bright plastics. I think we're leaning in this direction if we're talking 90s.
Uh-huh.
I feel like a mix of bit chip and swipetopia.
Sure. Laser chrome would be like neon and hover cars and big chunky VR glasses. sort of like pre-cyberpunk.
Like Back to the Future 2.
Sure, yeah.
Mhm.
Techno grunge. Could also be like a real 90s feeling thing.
That would be
Mixing
your. Sorry, go ahead.
almost Matrix,
Yeah.
uh, internet with plugs, like the Back
Blade
to the
Runner.
Future clothes that are also technology. Swipetopias would be more like clean and Apple hardware, augmented reality, phone tower or cell towers,
The entire
and
world
then
looks like an Apple store.
yeah, the whole world. It's just Camino, and then green core. Like plants climbing buildings and integrated uh, technology and nature, wind power, solar power, clean energy, that sort of thing. You're thinking like chunky tech, maybe like a '90s that has like uh, early iPads.
The
So we've
big
got like
chunky
big
ones
data pad, data
Chunky
slate
data
things.
pads. Yeah, I could do
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
where we would
Okay.
have gray and red and black, but we would also have the high neons,
Could
pants and stuff.
Eye neons.
could
Yeah.
everything require wires though? Can this be like pre-wireless?
Yeah.
We've got the brightly colored, slightly translucent plastics.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you got to be able to see inside.
Yeah. It's so much cooler if you can.
Yeah.
I
Great.
always wanted one of those Game Boys.
All right, and then some weirdness to include in the world. We talked about hover tech, but I think we could also go a little weirder.
Well, obviously we have cybernetics.
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
Well, yeah. Cool. Hover tech and robots.
Yeah, the only wire you don't need is the one to touch the ground.
What do the survivors in the crash remember best about the old world? We did not talk about this one.
Nope. I had 0 ideas.
Okay, so the examples are an iconic TV show that has transcended to legend, a mysterious device that was once ubiquitous but no one really understands anymore, or a style of music that has survived as a quasi-religion.
I was thinking TV dinners, like ready-made TV dinners. That those you can still find them,
They're everywhere.
and so they're rations, and it's what the society lived on, and maybe that was part of the downfall. It was just TV dinners, and maybe the different scale of where you are depends on what type of dinner you got. If that makes sense. Like you would have like rehydrated bread that you put some water, and that would be like the low stuff. But then you would get like these big giant cases, and they would almost like serve you. It would turn into like a big dinner.
This is our favorite thing that we remember fondly.
This is AJ's favorite thing.
AJ's favorite things.
We can
TV
each have
dinners.
one.
Okay.
You can each have one.
I'm not saying no to it. I just like the level of because I remember TV dinners from the 90s.
Maybe what was like the iconic music style of the 90s?
Grunge.
Oh. Yeah, that was the downfall of music.
The downfall of music.
I don't know. 94
Wouldn't
was
that
the
be
biggest. 94 was like the year, right? Or 91, 94. That's when you got your Terminator. That's when you got the fall of your classic metal. When the grunge started popping up and the punk evolved from 2-minute songs into something enjoyable like Green Day's only good album, Dookie. Then So
Yeah, I was 8.
yeah, I know I'm the old
I
man
see the
here.
look on Erica's face.
Let's see. Erica was what? No, you weren't born then.
I was born in 93.
Yeah. No.
I'm the same age as Jurassic Park.
See, Jurassic. There you go. Animatronics, because I was thinking that's what.
Animatronics,
And
yes.
Dookie,
Yeah.
apparently.
Okay.
And
do we
animatronics
wanna-
are definitely on my list of things I
Well-
remember fondly from.
All right, let's get animatronics in here.
Yeah.
Good, because animatronics is part of my what I'm thinking my character is.
Is there like an animatronic worshiping cult or something?
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
Like go to Chuck E. Cheese every Tuesday night to watch the band.
Yeah. Oh, for
Yes.
those of you who don't know, Chuck E. Cheese was
It's still around.
grand. Is it as awesome as it used to be?
I don't know.
Was it ever truly awesome?
I don't know
it
that
might-
I've ever been to one.
Never been to a
they
Chuck
had
E.
a
Cheese?
band. They had the cheesiest pizza that would just the cheese would just slide off,
Yeah.
and it was like melt your face, and there was like games everywhere.
Everywhere.
And
But you had to pay quarters for them,
animatronics
so
were-
that sometimes you would just get pizza and then get in the ball pit and it would smell
Yeah.
like stale cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
relic has survived from before the crash that is now a mystery? Examples are a steel cased pyramid that shoots a beam of light into the night sky at 1 a.m., a giant statue of an old world leader with strange engravings at the base, or a structure that was once a hub of culture and commerce but has been repurposed.
I'm just picturing the actual Chuck E. Cheese animatronic right
Yeah.
now.
You know, I was thinking there is the St. Louis Arch,
Mhm.
which is like the gateway to the West. And so when we were talking earlier, we were talking about, yeah, the Old West. Yeah. You know, we were talking about, large highways
Yeah.
and lots of stuff. And if the center all goes towards, a tower of sorts, I was thinking, like,
Is it like it was once the world's largest roundabout?
oh,
like
yeah.
I just looked in the roundabout into the
Yeah.
sky.
And there's just something. What does it go around? Like there was a park that was inaccessible because you can't cross the roundabout.
Uh-huh.
That would have like a statue or a monument or something in it, maybe.
Could it be like a zoo? Like it was supposed to be an attraction that everybody could come see the things in there, but no one could ever actually cross the 8-lane roundabout.
Sure. Yeah, so if it's a
Lane.
zoo, that gives us like monkeys and
Uh-huh.
elephants
Love
in our world. Generations of wild animals that have grown up in the city.
Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my.
Oh, my.
Cool.
Yes, the daily thunderstorm has rolled in.
Okay, cool. The next thing to choose, which we have already chosen, is the Wastes. So the Wastes are inhabited by outlaws and scavengers and strange beasts, and they are lawless. And we get to pick 2 types of terrain for the Wastes. And do you still like Junk Heap, which is piles of wrecks and refuse from the old world, rust and plastic, and oil and gasoline in the endless traffic jam?
I do.
Cool. Okay, and then infringing on the edges of that, the forest trying to reclaim the land.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right,
And with all the
we'll go
lions
with-
and tigers and bears.
yeah, we'll go with that.
Alright.
That works. So what strange beauty or wonder results from this terrain? Kind of beauty does this endless line of cars, probably filled with skeletons, have to it?
We could call it like the glow, where in the morning and at night it can get superheated because of the reflection of all the glass and all that. If you're on the, you know what I mean, it would, like, you could see it glowing from afar before dawn hits. The light started reflecting down the highway, and it would just beam up, and then you would see it cast out at night. So you would have directions.
I think we've got an east-west road, and then like the place that you inhabit has a wide east-west, and then a big circle highway around what used to be a city, and so that east-west sort of turns into traffic henge yearly. Okay. And what forces of nature make life dangerous because of it? So does the glow affect things in a dangerous way? Or does just the highways themselves?
Could the glow... okay, I'll try that again. Could the glow maybe also work like a magnifying glass, and particularly at the dawn and dusk hours of being hot enough to melt plastic?
Yeah.
It's also just really bright.
Yeah. Blindingly bright. Stupid hot.
You know, there is a zoo full of dangerous animals. Plus, you never know. There could be some jackboots with sunglasses nearby.
I think I had this idea today with nature encroaching around the edges of some of the jackboots, some of these powers to be trying to keep the golf courses golf courses. I just really want guys in like polo shirts with golf clubs on their backs, wearing rollerblades, trying to navigate these highways.
Yeah.
Because our next question is, what mode of transportation do outlaws rely on to travel the wastes?
Golf carts.
Hoverboards.
Hoverboards is what we talked about, AJ.
I know.
And it's what we're going with, AJ. Because hoverboards are cool.
Hoverboards are cool. What resource do hoverboards require, though? Something you would probably have to scavenge.
Batteries.
Well, yeah.
Rechargeable
batteries. Well, if they're rechargeable, then you don't have to scavenge them very often.
They run out of their charge. Everyone knows.
I mean, if they
back in the day,
if they work off of a magnetic repulsor, then they would only really work over metal.
Yeah, and maybe that's part of why the highway's so hot. Like the vehicles were repulsor cars too. Hover cars. Okay.
So the line of cars is enough metal that we reflect and bounce off of that.
Yeah. Just go whoop.
All right. What is the voice? You all get to tell me who I am playing. What is the voice that communicates danger and opportunity to the rebels? And how do the rebels receive its messages? Do I pop in through all the car radios? Am I Siri on your 1993 iPads?
Oh man, what was the voice of that dude?
You want me to play DJ?
I was thinking
DJ would be good. I was
This
thinking
is Rebel
of
Radio.
Yeah.
The old
What are you
Ask
thinking, AJ?
Jeeves website. Are you Jeeves? Just
Clippy.
Clippy.
Boy. Looks like you're having trouble with jackboots.
Did you guys? So back in the old days, there was this guy named Max Headroom. He was like, he like took over TV, and people allegedly have no clue who he was. And then they
I remember that.
had some bits. Yeah.
I mean, I don't actually remember it, but I know about it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The jack signal. Yeah. I guess I was 80.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally know what you're talking about. Absolutely.
I think AJ's frozen.
AJ,
maybe.
come back.
No.
Okay, one too many
His
old jokes.
Signal got hijacked by some rogue Discord person.
All right. Well, we'll be right back. AJ's back. We can
Hey.
continue.
Be careful
All right.
about talking about Max Headroom. He'll jack your signal.
We've decided that I'm going to be a DJ.
Perfect.
And up next is the Valley. So the Valley is the last bastion of civilization that remains after the crash. It might be an opulent tower and a hidden underground vault, or a literal valley bordered by the wastes. The Valley is a pale shadow of what the old world once was, but many of the trappings of the old world still exist at the behest of the powers that be. The defenseless downtrodden dwell within the valley, enjoying the spare benefits it offers at the cost of their freedom. Think about what the downtrodden gain by remaining in the valley and what they must give up in return. So we choose something familiar in the valley and describe it. It could be a famous landmark or destination, a city that one of you has visited, a small town or community that we are familiar with. And I will tell you already that the map that I have ready for this is Columbus, Ohio.
Ah, Columbus,
Perfect.
Ohio. I remember it well.
Yeah, I mean, I can describe it pretty well.
Great, because
I can
it's
imagine
been.
it as a desolate wasteland, and often do.
I think I was in Columbus, Ohio, 37 years ago.
You remember it well.
I remember it well.
It was yeah, you were here probably before I was born.
Yeah, yeah. On my way to Kentucky to get Buckeyes from my grandma Punch. So
I'm pretty sure I've been in Columbus at least once.
You've been close by.
Yeah.
All right. So we're describing that east-west road with the ring of raised highway around it, and beyond that highway is the wastes. We also get to choose two strange things in the valley, such as a physical barrier like a wall, fence, or dome, an old world technology that everyone depends on, a commonly held fear or belief that defies fact and logic, an old world artifact revered by all, or a social compromise that trades freedom for safety. Any ideas for strange things in the valley?
okay, Nintendo meets hoverboards meets stuff that gets stuck in with animatronics and TV dinners.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I wrote in the group chat yesterday about like it being this hovering disk of a city lifted up above.
Sure. Yeah, and that could be like the central area where the tall buildings once were.
Mm-hmm.
That could be this sort of hovering city that keeps them away from the mess of everything below. Okay, that's one thing. What's our second thing?
Maybe the microwaves only work there for your TV dinners.
Oh boy. Okay. Microwaves only work in the valley.
Does that mean there's mutations amongst the people?
Well, they have to be on the ground though, right? Like once you're mutated, you're out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Did the AI just release a bunch of like radiation out into the world as part of the uprising?
So the microwaving.
So all the TV dinners got cooked.
So yeah, so someone put in the AI prompt, cook all TV dinners, because they thought they were being clever, and it triggered the apocalypse
Sounds about right.
as it cooked the whole world.
Getting properly silly.
Well,
Sorry. Not sorry.
it's bound to happen eventually. All right. We're going to mark the valley on the map. Okay. Up next, we're going to talk about the powers that be. So the valley is ruled by the powers that be, vestiges of old world power structures that use tech, violence, or coercion to maintain control. They are served by jackboots, ruthless minions that pursue the mission and vision of the powers in accordance with its brand. At the start of the game, we're going to create one strong power. As you all, the rebels, challenge the authority and ultimately weaken its grip, other powers might rise up and reveal themselves, taking advantage of the power vacuum created by your actions. So, we're going to choose the powers brand. Our choices here are military, technocrat, corporate, fanatic.
Technocrat.
I like that.
Technocrat.
High tech but energy dependent. Sees all
Yep.
and can be anywhere.
Okay, we're going with technocrat. All right. Next is their vision. Actually, no. Let's. So technocrat branding.
Yeah.
So their symbols. Do we want them to have 80s computer fonts, waves, signals, circuits, prisms, screens, that clear plastic, clear colored plastic? Any other ideas?
I like the idea of them, since is using neon, because I like neon.
Wait, no.
Spray paint.
Spray paint. Okay, we're spray painting. Can it be jazz?
Perfect.
You know,
Yeah.
like the cups,
Yeah.
like that. So that's their flag. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I do.
You know what I'm. Does anybody else know what I'm talking
Am I
about?
too old for this?
Yeah. No.
It's like the quintessential 90s
Like the blue
design.
purple design.
Yeah, the blue
Okay.
purple.
The cups, right?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
drinking cups. Yeah.
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 The jazz solo cups. Yeah.
Ah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's their brand
Great.
of our
That's their
technocrat.
brand. That's their
If you get the blue and purple
their
stripe.
branding. Cool. We're gonna just put that right there.
See, for a second there, I thought you were talking about Goofy, the who was the goofy guy on the movie that shot lightning beams
Nice.
The Emperor?
Oh,
in the Goofy movie.
Oh,
yeah,
in
yeah,
the Goofy
yeah.
movie.
Pop star in the Goofy
yeah.
movie.
Oh
Yeah.
man, what was his name? I just said it last week. We were talking about this guy.
When was the last time I
Power
saw the
line.
Goofy
Yep.
Power line.
Power line. Wow.
in the 90s?
Okay.
It still holds
So-
up.
They're jackboots. Their ideas are robots, clones, cyborgs, armed with beam weapons and devices. What do we want their jackboots to be like?
Like cyborgs, like they have the beam weapons. They are part machine for the technocrat. They
They're more
machine than
technically
man.
efficient people.
They
Cool. Their vision. Do they want safety, happiness, a better you, renewal, or other?
I'd vote for a better you.
A better
Yeah.
you.
I'm feeling a better you too.
Through technology, anything is possible.
You can be jazzercised. You can be upgraded.
All right, and so cool. Their mission, our mission options are discovery, the chosen one, last standing, or conquest. So these are a bit more complicated. Discovery is the power seeks a lost artifact from the old world, a weapon, device, codes for an ancient system, or the key to a sealed vault or treasury. The chosen one, the power seeks a single person, an elder, child, or adult with unique DNA or traits, or perhaps simply in the wrong place at the wrong time. Last standing, the power manipulates its rivals against each other, orchestrating conflicts among its enemies in order to fulfill its vision. Or conquest, the power seeks to subjugate anyone it sees as a threat. When it controls all things, its vision will be easy to fulfill.
Conquest.
Conquest.
Yeah, if you're subjugated, it's easy for you to become a better you because we get to do it for you.
Because they're looking for the perfect one. The one with the most upgrades.
Strong. Okay. Two edges to the power. Fortress, armored train, juggernaut, time travel, a tunnel network, the Air Force, Big Bertha, Happy Gas, a war fleet, camera drones, a murder blimp, or something else.
Happy gas.
Happy Gas.
Happy Gas.
Okay, we need another one.
I kind of like the idea of a juggernaut.
Is it just
like-
a smaller floating city? Do they call it the baby?
It sounds like they do.
It's like a blimp.
Like a murder blimp.
Great. The baby.
Oh,
Is
the
that
baby,
our
and then it
whole
lets out
setting
gas.
sheet?
It's a mobile upgrade station. The baby.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I like that.
It'll gas the area and then descend, and the little arms will grab things and run it through the conveyor belt.
Cool. And it looks like, it sounds like we're also adding, so we've got hover tech, we've got robots, and we've got mutants. Mutants happened while we were talking, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't have all that microwave energy going around without
Yeah.
mutants.
Cool.
Plus, you have a zoo, so.
All right. So our world sheet is going to be uploaded to the Discord for anybody who wants to take a look, remind themselves about all the stuff that we just did. And then, all right, now it's character time. Now that we've made the world, we can talk about your place in it. So the first thing we have to discuss is your squad concept. So the ideas that they've given us are community. You all belong to the same community. Settlement formed around an important resource. Safe haven for outcasts in the wastes or simply misfits sharing the same squat. Fugitives. You're on the run, either for a transgression against the authority of the powers that be, or perhaps for a crime you did not commit. Mercenaries. Guns for hire. Taking odd jobs from outlaw settlements and occasionally the powers that be if the price is right. Pilgrims, traveling partners on a journey that leads them to the valley, or wrong place, right time. You all end up in the same place in time to witness the tyranny of the powers that be firsthand. Any of those speak to you?
Community.
Community? All right, let's talk about your community a little bit then. All right, so what let's talk about for each of your characters what your role in the community is. So they give us 5 choices of roles, but it could be something else. So those are peacekeeper, you're the voice of reason and settle arguments. The grandma, you share love for others with warm clothes, hot food, and wise words. The barn cat, you range out into the wastes and bring scraps back to the community. The bouncer, keeping everyone safe. Or the patch, you're the only one who can fix things. Or people. Do you, any of you see your characters in any of those roles?
I think I'm the patch.
Okay.
Kind of like the barn cat idea, but Andrew, you're playing.
I was thinking of playing a
Nomad,
trader.
so-
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I was leaning towards Barn Cat, but I could go Grandma and still be a nomad.
I like that too for you. Yeah. Oh, I can go. Yeah. Bouncer.
If none of those fit your character concepts, we could look at concepts from another squad. If someone wants to be the brains or the techie, the lost soul, the true believer, lots of other options.
Oh yeah.
And while you're thinking about that, also think about what the name of your community might be.
I like the idea of. I like the idea of the community, and I'll go with bouncer.
Okay.
Then I'll go barn cat.
Yeah.
All right. So we've got, was it Peacekeeper,
No.
Barn Cat, and
Patch.
Bouncer?
Patch.
Barn Cat, and Bouncer. Cool. Any ideas for the name of your community?
It should be a play on a fast food joint, or like a Buc-ee's, or a Piggly Wiggly, or something like a Shop Smart.
Um,
Kmart.
Kmart.
Jmart.
What was the
Kmart.
What was the name of their Kmart used to have a food court. What was the name of that food
Did
court? Yeah. They
So it could be an old grocery store. It could be
Really be?
like
okay.
it could be a mall. It could be a community center. It could be an old nature center in a park. It could be anything. But yeah, we could go with a mall.
I like mall.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. All right. Yeah, you are going to be just on the edges of the wastes, like right where the infinite traffic jam borders the forest. Name ideas
For the forest?
for the mall or your community's name.
Oh, I thought we were calling it
that-
J-Mart.
We call it the court. The court
You're in the
where everyone-
Westland Mall.
The West what?
Westland Mall,
Westland.
Well, then we're the
Which is a-
Westland Misfits.
which is a real mall that's been abandoned for at least 5 years.
Westland.
Or Westies.
Westies.
There you go.
Hey.
Oh, shout out West Hall. That was my dorm. It's been torn down.
All right, so now each rebel will be choosing a background, a calling, skills, and a look. The first is your background. There are lots of options. Erica, you've chosen yours, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what did you pick?
I'm a robot.
A robot. AJ, did you looked through them, right?
Yeah.
Did you have an idea of what you wanted to be?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the cyborg.
Cyborg. All right, Andrew. Have you looked through them?
I did look through them.
Oh, okay, cool. What
Yeah.
did you pick?
A nomad.
Nomad. Cool. All right, so each of those has skills listed, and you're going to choose 2 of them as focus skills. So, for example, the nomad. Where are those skills? Yeah, moves, muscle, wheels, and wastes. So of those, you get to, once again, choose one of the 2 listed skills as a focus skill. And then choose the drive.
Okay.
Yeah, so you've each got 5, I think, options for drives, and you pick one of them. You also have features. You get to pick 2 features. There's a lot of stuff here. And basically for your gear, the nomad, you get to choose some poor gear. Examples are service pistol, rope and tackle, bike cart, flare gun, and you'll see parentheses D4. That means if you are rolling to do something and you are going to use your binoculars to help you, you get to build a pool of dice, and it's just fun to have a pool of dice that aren't all the same die.
Yeah, that's so different.
Yeah. Speaking of scavengers, I've got a cat who's trying to eat some chicken bones, so I'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
They had a whole bunch of stuff.
Danger averted. We're back.
Danger averted. All right. Has everybody picked all their stuff already? Or are you still working on it?
I got my stuff.
I'm going
You got
quick,
stuff.
but I'm not done yet.
Okay. Erica, you want to tell us what you chose?
So as a robot, I can choose for my focus skill between moves, muscle, science, and tools, and I picked moves. And then also I get actually 4 gear
Ooh.
because I have 2 gear that are like built-in parts of me because purpose built. So I have a culture database and a bioanalysis suite. And then for my poor gear, I took a repair kit and a first aid kit because I'm the patch.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
As for my drive, it's analysis. Am I a person or a thing?
Oh boy. And you got to choose both features. You got purpose built and metal body.
Yeah, I only take 1 damage when I get hit by
Nice.
things.
You're tough. Okay. AJ, have you gone through yours yet?
Yes.
Mr. Cyborg?
I am a cyborg with arms, legs, arm cannon, and a beam blade. Because, of course.
Why not have a lightsaber?
Why not have a lightsaber? So when I use an action roll, I can use an enhancement and add a d6 to the roll for my skill, gear, and style.
Pretty good.
But I can only use it once before I got to take a safe rest.
Okay.
My focus skill, I said I was going to play the gunslinger, so I was going to go with bullseye.
Perfect.
My good gear, I think I'm going to go with a nice, I was thinking gun, but I got a, arm cannon, so, but then I was like, I still need a gun. So I was thinking of going with either, they have an SMG and with 9 ammo, or come up with appropriate sidearm. Poor gear, I'm going to go with I kind of like the idea of having a motion tracker. Or, no, yeah, I want a motion tracker. Something that goes beep, 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 like in the great movie Aliens. So.
Game over, man.
Game over.
Well, and then what's your drive?
My drive. I like the idea of who was I. No. What did I write down? I am the person in my memories, or am I someone different?
How many existential crises going on here? All right. So we've got robot. We've got cyborg. Have you rushed through creating your nomad yet, Andrew?
Yeah. I have. So my nomad got to choose 2 features out of 3. We've got a weathered eye. So I'm savvy to the dangers of the waste. And fair trade. Anytime I offer a fair trade and it's accepted, I gain a roadie. Don't know what that means, but I want it.
Oh boy. You're going to be collecting NPCs is what that means, probably.
Yep. Right. Let's see. I picked 3. Oh, I didn't pick a focus. It's going to be the wastes, I believe.
Okay. And then your gear.
Gear. We got binoculars, metal detector, flare gun.
All right. And then you've got 6 junk.
Yeah. Do I have to list 6 different things, or just I have 6 junk?
I don't actually know. I'll have to look into that.
There's a small section on the character sheet for junk, so I'm just going to write 6 there.
6 junk, yes. And then your drive.
My drive. What are the strange lights that I have followed through the wastes?
Oh, that's it.
Okay. All right. Next is choosing your skills. Actually, no, that's incorrect. Next is choosing your calling. Your calling for your rebel. You gain features listed for your calling, along with one of the 2 skills listed as a focus skill. Each calling has a path, and each time you accomplish the goal for your path, you grow as a hero and may eventually choose a new calling. So, the callings for this game, as I flip through pages, are Bookworm, the Brains, who can also seriously kick some ass, the Brick House, the Big Guns, big, strong, reliable, the Deadeye never misses, Dune Bug, a sneak and a saboteur, Good Body. The Good Body wants you to know that your body is your body and everybody is a good body. The Hotshot, a bit of a show-off. The Rocker, Performer, the Charmer. The Turbo Ace, gotta love those sick moves. And the Wave Talker, a real Radiohead, attuned to the psychotropic waves around them.
Rocker.
Have you gotten a chance to look at these before this minute?
Yes.
That's a yes from AJ. That's a no from Andrew. That's a vague smile from Erica.
I've already made my character.
You've already completely made your character. Okay. Erica, what did you choose?
I chose the Good Body.
Tell me about
I
what
am a
that
robot
does for your
Good Body.
character.
For my focus skill, I made it as science.
Okay.
I have the features vitamins, so I can craft meds from chemicals using science.
Uh-huh.
And I have fitness. So if I
Fitness.
take time for my daily exercise routine, me and a friend that joins me can gain a D6 boost to moves and muscle rolls for the rest of the day.
I love that this robot has a daily exercise routine.
I gotta keep those joints loose.
Well
and
oiled. Yeah.
Yeah.
AJ, which of these is speaking to you?
Deadeye.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
doubling down on the gunslinger.
Doubling down. Yeah. I got a question though.
Yeah.
It says choose one of the following as a focus skill: bullseye
Yes.
or waist.
Yes.
Now, can I have double bullseye?
That is a
Yes.
great question. The answer is yes. I don't exactly remember what happens. I think you increase the size of your die.
So I know.
Okay. Cool. Because you did it?
Yes. Well,
Min-max,
No.
go.
because I read the rules like
Well, so did I.
just before we started.
Okay. I read
this.
it yesterday.
So let's say you put a D8 for bullseye.
Yep.
And then you upgrade it using your background, that becomes a D10.
Okay.
And then you upgrade it using your calling, it becomes a D12.
Your die gets bigger.
Yeah.
All right.
You
Yeah,
get the
so
big guns.
I want the big guns. Yeah, all right. So we're gonna go skill focus, bullseye again.
And then you get to choose the two of the abilities that go with it.
Okay. It's so one of them's
Features,
headhunter. When you
technically.
attack an enemy with bullseye or whoopass while hidden, add your waste die to your roll. What if we don't have waste as anything? Would that be no roll, or do you always get to roll something?
You'll always get to roll something.
Okay.
You will have a die for every skill.
All right. I'm gonna go with tracker. Yeah, and tracker says when you look for tracks or traces of your quarry, add 1 success to your result.
Nice.
And I'm gonna go with headhunter because when you attack an enemy with bullseye or whoopass, add your waste die to your roll. So
Well
eventually, I'm
hidden.
gonna get hidden. Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Nomad.
I think I would like to be a dune bug.
Yeah, I knew you'd do that.
Yeah. But it's on the same
Hey,
page.
we're all on the same page.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've got to keep it on the same page.
All right. What focus skill did you take?
I think I'll split it up because I don't know what
Okay.
all this means. But yeah, tools.
Okay, cool. And then which two features?
2 features. I like to read through these.
Uh-huh.
Wait, is the catchphrase? Oh no, the catchphrase is for this thing. Okay. Go big or go home. This is a thing I'm always going to say anyway. Well, let's see. I like the phrase when blowing things up for all skills, you gain the outcome, make it explode. Yeah. Yeah. I have a flare gun. We're definitely
Okay.
taking Firefly.
All right, so you're a firefly.
It still only counts as one.
Oh, those are hard to choose from. But I'm going to go with Nightcrawler.
Well, you better go with Nightcrawler. We're doing this on the Nightcast
Exactly.
Discord.
Exactly. So when I roll success in the wastes, I may choose to find a nearby crawl space or tunnel without spending success.
Nice.
And I'm good at blowing
we
stuff
play.
up.
Playing Nightcrawlers. Okay. All right, so next is your skills. Skills encompass the abilities that rebels rely on to survive in the Outlaw Wastes. Each skill is rated by a die size from D4 to D12. Assign a D8 to 3 skills. Most important to your character, a D6 to 3 other skills, and a D4 to the remaining 3 skills. So D8 for 3, D6 to 3, D4 to 3. Increase the focus skills you chose from your background. So, like Erica said, if you have a D8 in your focus skill, you change it to a D10. Yeah. So maximum size is D12. And I will wait for you all to get that done. Actually, while you're getting that done, unless you've got questions, Erica, why don't you describe your character's look?
So, like, she's a robot, obviously, but she's a little bit more of an android. So she has more rounded out humanish features. Like, instead of it being like just metal framework that can like with hydraulics and stuff, it's actually encased in that brightly colored plastic, like translucent plastic. So she has very defined human portioned limbs, and I still haven't decided whether or not she actually has a face or if she just has like a smooth, like helmet looking mask.
What do you say, Discord? You make this decision for us?
Face or no face? Or just like a flat mask with a smile on it? Or is it, it's maybe it could be a flat
Venus.
mask with a screen behind it, so that you can like project a smile and like just project digital face on top.
Oh, there you go.
I am a Mitchell machine. Anyway. Drop in a GIF in the Discord. Boom. Yeah, so I've just got like a screen for a face so it can emote or
Cool.
it can show things, and then I've just got very human proportioned body. Because what my job was before the crash, before the end of all things, and now we have this weird wasteland that we're in now. I was like a gymnast. I helped gymnasts do gymnast stuff.
I like it.
Sometimes that meant showing younger gymnasts how to do the moves and things. Yeah.
Nice. Cool.
In terms of like, that's just what her body looks like. In terms of like fashion, she's cute meets sci-fi. So she's got a little bit of that futuristic like thing going on, of course, with the like fact that she's a robot, but also she's adorable. She's got stickers plastered on her and a sparkly like leotard thing, like, and this loose Shaw shirt.
Stickers are important.
Yes.
Everybody at home should know that if you are playing this game in person, you get stickers. And when you level up your character, you get stickers to put on your character sheet. It's very important and very exciting.
It's a very cool feature. We're starting to see that more and more in games these days where they add stickers. You can see those in like
sort of like legacy games, like your characters.
Yeah, it's great.
Your character sheet is a legacy game. Nice. Okay. Do either of you, AJ or Andrew, have your look figured out?
Yeah.
Medium.
Tell it. Medium?
I'm halfway there.
Okay. AJ, tell us what your character looks like while Andrew finishes.
My character is a cyborg, and so he's going with Chuck E. Cheese meets Clint Eastwood. So we're going, but we're going like animatronics mascot meets cowboy. So
do you have a big animatronic hat on?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
He's a big rabbit, and he's got a big rabbit head because we can't have Hopko without a rabbit, you know. I didn't choose it.
You don't even like rabbits, AJ.
I don't even like rabbits. But here we are, you know, and but rabbits are delicious. And so he's got this big rabbit head with a boom box with cables going in and everywhere, and he's got this big duster that he carries that hides his deformed, beat up animatronic body.
Excellent. Andrew, are you medium or are you well done?
I think we're done. I think we're done. So just, you know, non-mutant human nomad. I have to say that looking through the book, the character art for the outlaw in particular was like, that's what I want. That's what I want to do.
Such good art.
It's essentially more what he looks like. So I would describe my character as dirt bike meets ska skater. Because if we're going to be a nomad and a trader trading junks and trinket, I need a lot more cargo pants and like baggy stuff.
I like it.
Do you need to go take care of that?
I don't know what that is.
Fire alarm.
Is it the fire alarm?
Low battery.
It's just
I feel like
standard
it's
in
the
most
neighbor's
houses.
car. We'll see.
Your wife
So are you
posted
wearing
in the
checkered
chat that
Vans?
it's a smoke alarm.
Oh.
Check
Yes, I'll be
Vans,
right back.
tight
I can't
pants.
stand that.
Okay.
everything's fine. Everything's perfectly fine. We're all fine here. How are
yeah,
you?
I just put my back up on the wall. Yeah.
Were you asking me a question, Mark?
We were talking about what you look like.
What I look like? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, dirt bike helmet for sure. And baggy, khaki cargo shorts. No, pants. Because it's got the pockets not only on the thighs, but also the calves.
Ooh, yeah.
What do I wear for shirt? Think
It's a band that
Yeah.
that you've only ever heard of.
well, of course.
You've never heard them play.
It could be many
Couldn't name
actual
3 songs if you
bands.
tried.
Yeah.
Couldn't name 3 songs if you tried.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Cool. Checkered Vans. Checkered Vans.
Checkered van. Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe they might even be like hand-drawn checkers.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Is there any other way?
And it's a Bomb the Music Industry shirt.
Bomba?
Bomb the Music Industry.
Bomb the music industry.
Bomb the music industry.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Our map is posted in the new Rebels of the Outlaw Wastes world building thread on the Discord. All right. What is next? We talked about looks. We talked about your gear already. All right. So, is there anything else you'd like to talk about your characters? Probably names. And so, yeah, let's do names, pronouns, and then I'd like you each to, now that you can see the map, tell me where to add a couple landmarks. You get to each add a location to the map that relates to your background or drive. Who wants to go first?
My character name is Muppet Maxwell.
Excellent.
Muppet Maxwell. It's good. I was thinking a gallop tread for my nomad.
Wow. Okay. And what do you want to add?
Pike.
Pike.
Yep.
What do we want to add to the map? What's Gallup's thing?
Is there an actual map I'm supposed to look at?
On the Discord, under Rebels of the Outlaw Wastes, world building thread, you will see a map.
You've hidden this so well from me, though.
It's not hidden, it's under live play.
There we go. I found it.
It took me a minute too.
So anything around that ring around the city is officially the Wastes. Anything within the ring is jackboot territory, but also probably not great because they're busy on their floating city and not taking care of any of the people inside the belt.
Okay. And we're adding landmarks.
Yeah. So you can see the valley in the center is their floating city. I don't have the baby on the map because it is mobile, so it could be anywhere. And in orange is where you Wasteland Westies hang out.
So I think that to the southwest of the orange bit, out in the wastes a little ways, should be somewhere where I followed the lights once. I'm picturing like some of those old fairgrounds that have overgrown over decades, like abandoned rail cart or Ferris wheel or something like that that's completely overgrown.
Describe describe your journey following these lights.
So we've got the east-west road, right? We've got the glow, but I think lingering one evening, I spotted this odd dance of lights off in the distance and headed out into the wests for it. You could spot them just above the tree line. You dip down through a little gully and come back up, and you spot them again, and they seem they seem the same distance away, no matter how much I traveled. I haven't found them yet, but I did, through taking this shot, this straight line towards the lights, stumble across an old fairground. So it was a twilight evening kind of light that I was following.
Okay. Found the old fairgrounds. Cool. We're gonna put those, you said, down in the southwest area. Is that right?
Yeah.
And when you found them, you also you found some animals that you had never seen before. A large herd of bison.
Most unusual. It won't fit in my pocket, though.
Okay. Who wants to add the next thing to the map?
I'm thinking there's a dead spot on a highway somewhere. Like a spot that's been cleared out of cars and stuff and nothing runs.
Like the metal's been stripped?
Yeah.
Like the whole highway's been stripped down to
Like a huge
nothing.
chunk's been taken out and I wonder if it's like a different faction that's tried to bring down the, what do we call the AI?
we actually didn't come up with a name for the group. Just the technocrats.
Yeah. So these would be like the Luddites. They're the ones that just get rid of all tech, and they're going back old school and
There's a group who's welcoming the wastes.
yeah.
Okay, helping them encroach. Okay. So they're down in the south, like central area, and they like took out one of the big on ramp areas.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. What would you
And now
like
they're
to add?
yeah.
Yeah,
Now they're
you had
probably
something
like
else?
well, they're probably like agrarian now, and so they actually make their own food that's not needing to be microwaved, and that's just weird.
You can do that?
Well, they say you can. I wouldn't trust it. It hasn't been processed. It's not processed. It can't be safe for you. It doesn't have preservatives. How's it going to preserve you if it doesn't have preservatives?
All right. So we've
You
got.
both need less sodium in your diet.
Is that what your scanners say?
Yes.
Less sodium, more water.
AJ, how does this fit in with your background or calling? Or background or drive?
My background or drive. My background and drive. I think it's where this kid grew up, where Max grew up, was there, and then he went out exploring, and then he got babied, and ended up at the Chuck E. Cheese knockoff place.
Got babied. Yeah, great.
And now they can't
They
go
are
back.
the dirt farmers.
Yeah,
Because Ohio is just
the Zugs.
cool. Excellent. Erica, what would you like to add to our map?
Dangerously close to the valley.
Yep.
Either that spot of sprawl to the west or to the south of the valley. There is a pretty high-end robotic shop, and that's where Pike was found after the crash and turned on.
Heck. Robots.
There's got to be a little league baseball field that survived, and they are decked out in baseball gear and other sports gear mixed with what? So sports plus sports plus
Sports plus.
Barbecue. I don't know.
Yeah. They're really into smoking meat.
you can find them hunting the buffalo. So then go with like
They use poison nerf darts.
Yes.
Poison Nerf darts. What's the name of the big highway that runs straight through town?
It's just the way.
The way. That right there. Well, that's the way.
you get on the way, and you're gonna go for a while.
Okay. Pretty good.
Meat. Got processors. Got a tech shop.
So anything else you would like to add to our map?
I feel like there should be like a community where the people say their safety, and so what they'll do is you can get hired on there, but basically you become a servant, and they'll feed you like the discount food while they eat all the good food.
Mm.
Which there's safety there, but is there?
Is that not the valley?
No.
It's a lesser valley. Instead of being upgraded to become a better you, you're
You're
Trading-
downgraded for them to be
trading
a
your
better
freedom.
them.
You're trading your
It's
freedom
the
for security.
it's the imitation of the valley.
It's the retirement community.
Look, you have your own
Sunset Valley.
You have your own little square apartment with your meals provided to you, and you can never leave ever
And
because
why
this
would
is where
you?
it's safe.
And you may be called upon to do your duties for the community, which is either fighting for it or getting eaten by it.
Yep,
Sometimes both.
I do like that. Sunset community.
All right. Did we have a name for that one?
Sunset Community sounds pretty great.
How about Sunset Ranch?
Sunset
Ooh.
Ranch.
Okay.
The meanest HOA
It
around.
sounds like where Pet's gonna be buried.
Well, where's the links on this map?
Links?
The golf course?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a great question. There's so many. That's going to be... We don't have anything in the northwest of town. Let's put something up there. Where do the rich people live? Oh yeah, I got it.
Oh, what
It's,
if the ranch, the community is served by that? Sunset Ranch is the links course where they beat back the veg with serfdom.
Hmm.
Like you have to go out every day and try to get rid of the encroaching
Mm-hmm.
wilderness
Yeah,
on
you
behalf
become
of...
you start off as a mulcher. You'll mulch or you will be mulched.
Okay.
And then their jackboots or their people are the ones on with the golf clubs and
Well, we're not supposed to add another bad guy, but it sounds like we added another bad guy.
more like not a nice people.
All right.
Not a nice
So-
people.
What we're gonna do with them, because we should do something with them. They are going to be a new power that bees. They are going to be listed as desperate. They're not quite there yet. They are they fanatics, keeping people in?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
for their own good, for their own
For
security.
their own good.
Mm-hmm.
They're just trying to reclaim what was.
And their jackboots are the caddies.
Yeah.
Cool. Their symbol is just like a little golf flag crossed with a putter. And their vision, is it safety or is it happiness? Or is it also a better you?
I think it's safety, for how
I
we were
think it's
describing it.
safety.
Mm-hmm. Reclaiming the past for a better tomorrow.
Okay, and then last but not least, nope, not last but not least, we got some other stuff. Their mission is between Discovery, Chosen One, Last Standing, and Conquest. Is it Chosen One?
I think it's
I
chosen
want to
one.
give them chosen one. Yeah.
Yeah, they get Chosen One. These guys sound like psychos. The fact that they're also desperate makes it something. Okay. Fortress, Armored Train, Juggernaut, Time Travel, Tunnel Network, Air Force, Big Bertha, Happy Gas, Warfleet, Camera Drones, Murder Blimp.
I think we need camera drones because they're used to watching the PGA Tour. Everyone's move is closely monitored.
We're going with camera drones. All right. We're going to throw these guys also in our little world building channel with an updated map. Sunset Ranch. Okay. Is there anything else for character building? Chosen all of our stuff.
Do we
Who is the
have?
chosen one?
Oh yeah, who is the chosen one?
We don't know yet. Could be
Did
anybody.
we-
Could
did
be
we
the
name-
whole prompt for the actual game that we play.
Did we name the roving bands, or is it the caddies that we will be encountering as they try to collect the past to have a better future.
Yeah, if you go up in that part of town, you're going to be running into the caddies.
Okay.
Okay, so you all have a bunch of dice. How do you get a success? Andrew, let's say your character is going to roll to, I don't know. So you're on the
Wanna blow
highway
something up.
between cars, and there are some goons at a distance from you who are coming your way, and you want to try and blow something up. What do you do?
Shoot the flare gun at the leaking gas. Right? That's a thing I could do.
That's totally a thing.
It is a thing you can do. Now, what styles did you choose for your character? When we were talking about your look.
Oh. I described my look as dirt bike meets skater ska, but I wonder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, go.
So that works. You could do, so you've got like motocross. Like if we actually look at the named styles, motocross meets.
There were named styles, and I just made up
Oh
my
yeah,
own.
yeah, page 47.
Oh.
But you can totally make up your own. But if there's a way that you can use one of those two styles, dirt bike versus or meets punk ska punk, you can use that in your description of what you do. You get to add a d6 to your roll.
Okay.
Now, did you work out with Pike this morning?
Well, yeah. Every day.
So you've got a boost. You get to add another d6 to your roll.
Okay.
How do you want to do this? You can choose any of your skills. Looking at your character sheet, which you have in front of you and I don't have in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
Your skills range from here we go, like body to brass to brains. You've got science, you've got wheels, you've got sway, whoop-ass, muscle. How do you want to shoot your or how do you want to blow things up?
I think tools. Using
use
the tools at hand. Yeah.
Okay, what are those tools at hand?
I was thinking the flare gun.
Okay. The flare gun and the various
Oozing liquids.
oozing liquids from all these vehicles. Sure. So you get to roll the die associated with tools.
Okay.
What is that?
That's a D10.
So you've got 2d6, 1d10.
You do not get the fitness D6
What? Why?
because the fitness D6 is for moves and muscle rolls.
Oh,
Well, there you go.
okay. But do I get a D4 for my flare gun?
Denied.
You do get a d4 from your flare gun.
See if I can find a D4.
Yeah, you're gonna need some d4s.
Here you go.
The tiny
Use my-
ones.
Just pass it
Dragon
through the
wing.
screen.
Thank you. There we go. I found one.
All right, roll your dice. What dice are you rolling?
So I've got a D10, a D6, and a D4.
Okay.
So I've got a 2, a 4, and a 3.
So you rolled a 4. So you did it. Yeah. If you had rolled more successes, you get to choose from all those other outcomes. As it is right now, you did it.
Okay.
And there's going to be some blowback because you didn't have enough successes to cancel that out. If you roll an 8, that counts as 2 successes. If you roll a 12, that counts as 3 successes. And then each success buys an outcome. The first always is you do it. And then each skill has a list of outcomes that you can add to it. So basically, you get to choose your advantages, your extra stuff. One of those is to pass a boost, which is a 1d6 to another player.
Oh, nice.
Seen that song before.
If you don't want any consequences to come out of your action, I mean, like direct right now consequences, then you want to choose the outcome no blowback. Otherwise, something's going to happen. Let's see. So you can't use more than one skill. You can't use more than one gear. You just take the highest die that comes from that. Same for style, just one style. Other players can help. If they want to help, they then roll the die to roll their own dice to see how well they help, and then pass d6 boost to the other player. Anything else you need to know? If you are fighting somebody, if you are up against an enemy, you will need to add dice in for that enemy, which will cancel out some of your successes if they succeed. If you suffer blowback on an action, we are going to add dice to a pool, which I will have to assemble. Basically, the first blowback you take for the game adds a d4. The second one adds a d6, and so on until we get to d12. At any point, one of you can take one of those dice and use it in your pool. And then you get more blowback. It fills up the remaining slots. At the end of the session, all those dice are discarded. If you discard one from each size, then you all get to gain a mark anywhere on your character sheet. And so you'll see your marks are the little empty circles under all of your skills.
So you want blowback, but not too much blowback.
Well, you want blowback. You want like 5 in the ride or die pool at the end of the game. But once it fills up, you can use that stuff too. So you kind of have to keep track of what is in that pool.
Dang, that's kind of that. I like that. That's because because we don't want consequences, but you do want consequences so that you can get bonuses later.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
So those circles under each skill, you have 3 achievements under each skill. Anytime you make an action roll for a skill and accomplish one of the achievements listed for it, for example, for science, damage healed or mystery solved. If you solve that mystery, you can check one of those boxes. You can only gain 1 mark on any single roll, but if you fill the boxes, you get a badge, and that makes you that's your XP. That's you making your character better. Each skill has 6 possible ones. If you max out your character, you're only going to be able to choose 3 of each 6 for each skill. When we made your characters, you chose your calling, and your calling had a path. If you complete the path goal for your calling, you can either mark an achievement for any skill or mark a path box in the calling section of your sheet, which is up in the top. And when you mark all the boxes, you get to choose a new calling. And you get to keep one of the features from your old calling or gain one from the new. Oh, and gain one from the new, or take both from the new. If that makes sense. Does that make sense? Okay. you update your path and you get to increase one of your die sizes. We're probably not going to level up too much here. When we start the game, I will light the fuse. The fuse is your threatometer.
Yep.
It happens in every session, and if you choose to ignore the threat, bad things might happen somewhere in that map that we just made. What else? I think that's kind of all we need to go for right now, or all we need to know right now. Would you like to take a short break and play a very short session? Session 1?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Let's do it. Back in 5. We're back.
We're back. And we're ready.
And we're
We're
ready.
back.
All right. The sun rises over Westland, this old abandoned mall now taken up by the Westies, a group of survivors in on the edge of the wastes. As we go through the mall, we see little like water features with overgrown plants, abandoned storefronts now turned into homes for travelers and wasteland survivors. Where do we find? I'm gonna need your character's name again, Andrew. Where
Gallop.
do we find
Gallop Tread.
in the mall?
Gallop Tread. Oh, Gallop is so often just heading out into the wastes, gathering junk and trinkets and bringing them back in as a with the nickname, the lovable nickname Barn Cat. Bringing all the necessities in and trading those. So he's often found not too far from the food court, which is now a makeshift, marketplace of the various items the Westies can trade together.
So yeah, okay. So he's in the market. Where do we find Pike?
Gallop, you have like a motocross helmet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pike has just come up behind Gallop and knocks on the motocross helmet like, "Good morning, Pike," or "Good morning, Gallop.
Oh, good morning.
Are you ready for our morning run?"
Just a moment. I've got to finish hawking the rest of my finds. But yeah.
Okay, I will wait.
And who are you hawking those finds to?
Oh, just outside the old McDonald's there's several trinkets. So Gallup doesn't have a shop himself. He sells to the traders so they can trade it. And so it's got a bunch of the old plastic toys and figurines and a couple of batteries and all of that. He's got the last little bit that he's trading to someone who clearly found the Ronald McDonald jumpsuit, but not the rest of the outfit. So yellow jumpsuit, red trim, and all of that. Who sells these things?
Roland McDermott.
Roland McDermott. Come on, Roland. Cut me a deal.
I just don't need this stuff right now. We need stuff that we need to survive, not toys. Give me a can of beans or something. Microwave lunch.
If I had found those, I'd bring those right to you. You know this. But just a couple of rations, fair trade, right?
Not for that. Not for plastic. We got enough plastic around here. Look, you're in front of McDonald's. You know how many toys I have back there?
I mean, yeah, but come on.
How does Muppet intervene?
I think Muppet, as he's hobbling by, he's got a gait to the way he walks, stops and looks over the shoulder of McDermott and goes, "Don't you have a collection of those? Isn't that one that you're missing up on the shelf?"
Is that a My Little Pony?
It looks like it still has the hair on it. Those are hard to find, not singed.
All right. Fine. That one. I'll give you 3 ration packs.
All right.
Not the kind that you pull the string and they heat up, just the basic kind.
You're really hardballing me here, Roland, but sure, fair is fair.
Yeah, and see the ration packs, they smell like nothing and they weigh almost nothing. And you hand the little pink pony, which he puts up on the top shelf, to fill out his collection. The morning in the mall is lit up by the bright burn of the glow that you now know from being here for a little while. The skylights glow with the brightness of the cars reflecting headlights and windows, the what's left of their paint jobs, and this place lights up, and you know it'll be lit up for about another 20 minutes before the glow subsides. And as the glow starts, I'm going to light our fuse. And our fuse is going to have 2 tick marks before boom.
Oh my.
Yeah. It's a short fuse.
I was going to say, how long is this fuse?
It is short. And as that glow comes in through the skylights, Pike's radio crackles to life. Good morning, mutants and misfits. This is DJ Noodle on Chaos FM, coming in from an undisclosed location just outside in the wastes. As always, I've got local news, local weather, and local incidents with the jackboots. First up, news. Incidents with the jackboots. They are taking over a bridge, and we expect some rebels to deal with the situation. You know who you are. Next up, weather. Well, we've got another sunny one. The glow is burning hot. Stay off the roads. And the jackboots. Like I said, they're taking over a bridge. It's on the south side of town. They are infringing on the dirt farmers' territory. Scuffles will ensue. That's all from me, DJ Noodles on KSFM. Now stay tuned for that old rebel resonance of punk rock classics from the 1980s.
Yeah.
I think we all just heard the music in our head.
Oh no, I still have the same song.
Oh.
That is definitely not punk rock.
And Roland is like, well, sounds like the 3 of you are probably gonna head out.
Well, first we need to get our morning run in, me and Gallop, and then Muppet, I expect to do the stretches with you after we get done with the run.
Yeah, I'm going to need a little extra oil. I'm been seasoned up lately. But yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
And that should only take as much as it takes for the glow to subside.
I'll gather the boards.
Sounds like a plan. So around the upper
run
ring.
On the mall roof.
The upper balcony.
Yeah, it gives you a good vantage point too. You can see the infinite traffic jam. You can see that that ring of traffic that surrounds what was formerly a city. The busy road off to the side of the mall and the empty parking lot. The trees, the wastes have begun to encroach at the edges of the roads as well, and they're coming in for the parking lot, and the mall will be in the wastes before you know it, unless the folks from Sunset Ranch have anything to say about it. How's your run?
That's great.
I
DJ
think
is playing some great pop, and Pike, what's you're coaching along, right?
of course. You are doing an excellent job, Gallop.
That's why I like you, Pike. Always optimistic.
I'd say you are running at a 0.5% increase from yesterday.
Really? That much?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Is he running in all his gear?
Absolutely. And
Helmet.
shadowboxing the whole time.
Completely flat bottom shoes. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
great. As the two of you finish up the run, you can see Muppet down in the parking lot with the boards ready to go.
Nothing
Eh,
like. That's right. You
You
gotta reach all the way up,
Yep.
and then we're gonna bend down to try and touch our toes. Breathe out as you do so. Try not to overextend yourself. It's important to listen to your body and what it tells you.
Says I have a bunch of repairs I need, but I'm feeling good. Thank you. That was great.
You're welcome, Muppet.
So which friend that joined you would you like to give that boost to?
I can only give it to one.
It says you and a friend that joins you.
What if not me and both them?
Classic.
It sounds like
A classic Erica move.
Gallop is getting the boost.
I mean, I did
So
run 5% or 0.5%
You run 0.5%
faster.
better.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is a boost on moves and muscle rolls for the rest of the day. Wow, pretty good.
Yeah. This is a good routine. I like this.
So as the three of you head out from the mall, which route would you like to take? Do you want to weave in and out of the infinite traffic jam on the belt? Do you want to take back roads through town, less traffic but more chances of running into people? Or do you want to go out into the wastes where it is you definitely won't run into any humans?
The jackboots are taking over a bridge.
Yeah, they're infringing on the dirt farmers' territory right now, trying to probably get it ready for the baby to come in.
Traffic
You would,
jam.
yeah, you would guess that they are in taking over the bridge, setting up more roadblocks than just the traffic, so that people have a harder time getting out for the for their upgrades, for the betterment of everybody.
I say we go the most direct route that has the best that vantage point, so we can see if the baby is coming in.
I agree, Muppet.
I would like whoever has the highest skill to roll to get where you're going.
That would be. Why didn't you exit out of that?
Maybe wheels.
I
Even though
would-
these things don't have wheels.
I've
Wheels is
four
best.
and wheels. 'Cause
I have a
could-
D8.
I would like to argue that I get to use moves instead, since I'm doing sick hoverboard things.
Okay,
Ooh.
so that means we're all rolling. Okay, you can use moves. Tell me about the sick hoverboard things you're doing as you weave in and out of the permanent traffic.
Oh, I'm not weaving in and out. I'm going over.
Okay, so you're just going over like you're going over waves.
Uh-huh.
All right, AJ, what is Muppet doing?
Muppet is looking at his sheet. He Muppet ties his bandana over his air intake, is not to get too much stuff on it. He then fires up the boombox because he knows if you have road tunes, you go faster.
All right, what 80s punk band is on the radio?
Well, I think it's what's the song? 24 hours to go. I want to be sedated because I can't think of the name of the band, and I know that's really bad. That's all right,
That's
guys,
by
who is
Bomb the
that?
Music Industry.
No,
The
the
Ramones.
Ramones. Thank you. My goodness, my brain. Nope. Yep. Thank you, Chaos. That's another advantage is if your brain isn't working when you're playing, if you have Discord and great friends, they'll hook you up with the answers.
And if you need great friends, come to the Nightcast Discord.
It's in the doobly-doos.
All right, so what die were you rolling for that? What
Just
skill?
Wheels.
Wheels. And then Andrew, what is your character whose name I'm still blanking on rolling?
Gallop.
I'll get it for next time. Yeah, Gallop.
I'll probably find a voice for next time. I've got a month between now and then. Gallop. I would also like to use moves, if I may.
Okay.
Or yeah, moves. Because
Tell me about move. What are you doing?
Yeah, so it's
What do your sick moves look like?
my sick moves are, very. I've got a good grip on the hoverboard from my checkered Vans. It's essentially a skateboard that hovers, and so I'm heading down and kick flipping off of the Ollie 260. Those are all skater terms, right? As I go, but yeah, we're going over the top of the cars and then down into the valley and then getting a little air and grabbing the bottom of the thing and spinning around. Following
Excellent.
a lot of the path that Pike set out, the morning runs is just kind of follow behind, but make it my own. Right?
Cool. All right, so you're rolling your dice for those skills. You are
Can I also
yeah.
use my metal detector? Since we determined that the hoverboards only work on metal, I've installed one so that I can know the best places to catch the air. We've got the most magnetic metal.
is the metal detector an item that you are?
It's an item of gear I took at the beginning because we said that the hoverboards
Are you
on
saying
metal.
it is attached to your hoverboard?
No, it's like on my wrist, right? And it beeps as
You know what a metal detector looks like, right?
I know what a real metal detector looks like, and I know what the metal detector on my wrist looks like.
I'm going to go ahead and say your metal detector is too large for you to have it just on your wrist.
Okay. It looks like a
yeah.
cool buckler, though, and it's got a bunch of wires, and it just beeps.
You could certainly have turned a metal detector into something else, but it's still going to have that big metal detecting thing.
The big head on.
Which maybe it's a
You
shield.
Have a thing on the front of your hoverboard specifically for you to slot your metal detector into.
Turn it
So
into a
then you
hover
can hold your
scooter.
metal detector, and it's more of like a scooter.
Uh-huh. It's a little bit like
Okay.
a scooter, but it's a scooter that makes a really cool noise, which is the main reason I did it. Because every time I fling myself off the front end of a car, it goes woo, because those are metal detector noises.
Yep.
Pretty close. Fine.
Yes.
All right, and then you can all have. I don't actually remember the bits for stuff. You can have a D4 for the actual boards you're on.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
They're going to be D6. They're quality and reusable.
A D10 for moves. A D6 for fitness. A D6 for style because I look super cute while I'm doing this because I've got like ribbons attached to my hoverboard and like the way that the sun hits my sparkly plastic body is adorable. Um, and a D4 for the board.
D6 for the board.
D6 board.
A D6 for the
You're
board.
saying all of this as if I cannot argue with it, and I'm not going to. Are
Well,
either of you using your style? Tell me your styles again. Punk,
mascot.
punk ska, mascot,
Cowboy.
cowboy.
Ska
I did
skater.
not hear mascot or cowboy in your description of what you're
What?
doing.
I have it written down.
No, I mean
Yeah.
I did not hear that in your description of using your hoverboard. So
Oh, what with my boom box? Part of the mascot is having the boom box playing.
is it?
Oh yeah, you have
It's
to have road
here.
tunes. And the preparation with the duster and the poncho and the mask.
All right, tell me what you all are rolling, and then roll your dice.
So I've got
Six,
Oh, go ahead.
D8.
Let's all go at once. Let's just
At the
1,
same
2,
time.
3. Everyone just say it.
A 3d6s and a D8.
I've got 4 D6s and a D4.
3d6s and a d10.
Okay,
And we roll.
roll them. You want 4s.
Okay.
I've got 2 4s.
2 4s, 2 4s. No 4s.
I've got an 8 and a 6, so I have 3 successes.
Okay, cool. I assume that AJ and Andrew, you want 1 to do it, and 2
Yeah.
to not have blowback. Or do you want to do something else and get that blowback out of the way?
So if we get blowback, do we tell you the name of the die that it's on?
No, because we start small and go big with the
Oh, okay.
ride or die pool.
It's a short fuse. Let's have some blowback. I would like to
Great.
do it, and I would like to do it faster.
Okay, you do it faster. AJ,
I'll do it, and I do it louder.
great. Erica,
I will spend for no blowback. So I do it, there's no blowback, and I gain ground.
you gain ground. All right, cool. So the 3 of you speed through this pile of cars. You at one point go by a 14 car pile up, all of them just up on top of each other in a big heap and mound. You swerve in and out and go off of the ramp of a snowmobile at some point, or not a snowmobile, a snowplow, and catch some air. And you can see the bridge area up ahead. This space where the highway goes over a large body of water. You can smell it too. There's a stink from an old landfill that you can see rising up on the south side of the highway, now covered with tall grasses and bushes. And
We're just waiting for that to be good soil.
another couple thousand years, and it'll be good, right? And as you hit a high point in the highway, you just got that boombox, and it is blasting. It's moved on to the Stooges, whoever they were, and
Yuck, yuck, yuck.
as you pass that high point, you can see down in the on the road below you. There's somebody waiting on one of those little turnarounds between a couple other vehicles, a small pileup of old police cars, and somebody there looking like they are radioing, and they see you. You can see the bridge You can see about a half dozen goons on it, using one of those big snow plows to move cars and make a big barricade. You can see the plumes of dirt and smoke from the dirt farmer village off in the distance as well. So you have been spotted. What do you want to do?
Who's leading this expedition, guys?
I'm in front.
Yeah, Pike gained ground, so
So Pike doesn't have any weapons.
you need a pike.
I
You're
am
jousting
the
on
Pike.
your
I'm just
hoverboard.
gonna go.
I am the weapon.
I've got a durable metal body. I'm just gonna crash right into him.
You want to crash into this this guy?
You know,
He's,
open a can of whoopass.
He is he's got his radio, which looks like it's just like attached to his chest, and he's twisting a knob on it. He has just this blank look on his face, this sort of mindless drone of a person, and you just want to crash right into him.
Yep.
Cool.
Charge!
What does that look like? Tell me what you want to do. How you do it?
His eyes have focused straight in on the source of the noise, which is Muppet, all the way in the back, so he doesn't even see Pike as she goes up over the cars that are to his left until she goes, charge! And just flies off her hoverboard, like starfish style, to knock him to the ground.
All right, let's get a roll. What do you think you're rolling?
Muscle?
Going starfish style. What muscle are you putting into it? That seems more like you are using gravity and your momentum.
Some moves.
It could be moves. Yeah.
Yeah, it's arguing in my favor. I'm good with that.
Okay.
We've got moves. We've got a little bit of gear from the hoverboard getting me up in the air over him.
So yeah, you can add your hoverboard die.
We've got fitness from earlier. And I'm trying to think of style. Because she's cute meets sci-fi. I mean, it's definitely very sci-fi, is she, like, and cute because she's got the ribbons and all the sparkles. And then just her cute little voice going, charge! She's also, like, 4'9". She is a short. She's short. She's little. So while she's heavy because she's a metal being, she's also just little and adorable. So
Does she speak
everything
like
Pike
the?
does is cute.
Does she speak like the old Jazzercise videos where they have the ladies encouraging each other as they go?
You can do it!
Uh-huh.
Everybody's a good body.
And yours is going to be great to crush.
As I'm rolling now. I got 2 1s, a 6, and a 5, so that's 2 successes. Yeah, so I do it. With less damage.
With
To
less
myself.
damage?
With
Oh,
less
to
damage
yourself.
to myself.
Okay.
Which would be no damage, I guess.
Uh-huh. All right, so you got 2 successes?
Yes.
Okay. That takes this guy out. What did that look like?
It's like WWE coming off of the ropes, like clothesline across the throat to chest to down to the ground.
Uh-huh. Yep, and then you bounce right back to your feet, and you can hear on his radio, Voby? Voby? You okay? Guys, we think we've got a man down. And the other two of you keep speeding on.
Mm-hmm. We've done this
All
before.
right. Cool. So now you two are in the lead, and Pike is catching up. You can see ahead of you the group of people. There are a handful of them down. They're taking positions behind cars with their weapons drawn. The snowplow is still moving to move cars into position, and through the whipping air by your helmet and mascot head, you can hear the grind of metal against metal as those cars are moved into place. And as you get within range, I think I need some moves rolls to avoid getting punctured.
Mm.
Moves punctured from bullets or from
Let's see.
From their
we
weapons?
talked about weapons a little bit. I think they're like plastic crossbows.
could they be like lacrosse sticks?
Cross sticks, not these guys.
Or were they like throwing like golf balls?
Yeah, they could be like hard plastic balls getting tossed your way. But yeah, they've got these like crossbow slingshot things.
There you go. Okay. Moves, because we're going to use this as like we're dodging.
Yeah, yeah, you're dodging as you're weaving through these vehicles, trying to get as close as you can to do your thing, and as they are able to shoot you with their sling bows, you are now within range that if you want to exchange fire, you can do that after dodging.
I think my motocross helmet probably protects a little bit in this avenue. And it looks really cool as the kind of thing off, right? I get my look for this check.
Yeah.
Okay. So we got 3d6. I've got a single success. I've got a 5, a 3, and a 2.
Okay. So that you do it. There's going to be some blowback due, and we're going to mark that down. Don't forget that you can use your ride or die pool, AJ. If you want to add any of these dice in, you now have a D4, D6, and D8.
Oh. Good, because my move is only a D4. My body is. So, I'm gonna say, can I use the hoverboard since we're moving?
Tell me how that comes into play. What do you do with the hoverboard that you are using it to actively dodge?
We're using it to actively dodge by doing parkour and sick swirls and twirls off the tops of the cars. So we're bouncing. We're not being linear now. We're getting closer. We're hopping back and forth.
Sick twirls and swirls. Sure.
Sick twirls and swirls. And to add that, my poncho and my duster make it harder to see where I'm actually am. Because, like Batman has his cape. Well, Muppet Maxwell, he has his poncho.
And you got that big helmet on, a big hat on. Head.
Head. It's his head.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's not a lot of stuff.
Are you going to use one of the ride or die dice?
I got a D4, D6, and a D8 already?
That's what's in our pool currently.
I'm going to take a D6.
Okay.
Does that downgrade our D8? Or do we just fill that up?
Nope.
Okay.
We have to, if you get another What's it? It fills
Blow
back
back.
in the d6.
All right, I got a 4 and a 6.
All right, you do it. You keep going. You dodge, and they miss you. Do you want to use your second one for no blowback, or do you have something else in mind?
All right, let's.
Don't forget, you can always pass boosts with successes as well.
I will pass a boost.
And we're taking the blowback.
I'll take a blowback. Am I still gonna take damage?
No.
Okay. Let's see. And I'm looking at the different options for that we can do.
Lots of options.
Yeah. Can I? Okay, so one did it. One I can pass a boost. Ooh. Okay, let's see. Cause panic. What does that do? Enemies panic, delaying the enemy's action in an action scene instead of the next enemy action of the round. Character from the rebel side acts. So that's is that kind of like we would jump in the initiative?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't think we've officially started initiative yet, but that would make the first 2 slots you guys.
I kind of like that. Yeah, so
Okay.
him swirling and dipping and dodging and what did I say, swirling and twirling?
Swirling and twirling.
Swirling and twirling. I gotta write that down. He expects blowback because they're sick moves.
But you are also causing panic. Is that right? Or are you passing the boost?
Oh yeah. Well, Pat, swirling.
How many
So
successes do you
6.
have?
3.
Okay.
I got a 6 and a 4, which is 3, right?
No, a 6 and a 4 is 2.
I thought a 6. If I rolled
And
a 6,
8,
I get
8 counts as 2.
Oh, sorry. Then I just have 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Succeed and panic
Succeed.
or boost.
I kind of like the panic idea.
Okay. So you swirl and twirl and zip off the hoods of some SUVs and land in among these bad guys. They see your giant green rabbit
course.
head. Yeah,
course.
and begin to panic as you have infiltrated their nest of bad guys. We are going to actually start initiative now. I think
How
we
do
are.
determine initiative.
It is good guy, bad guy, good guy, bad guy.
No.
Our
Good guy, bad guy. Good
Yeah.
guy, bad guy.
our fuse ticks down, and 2 good guys get to go. Our rider die is 4, 6, 8.
Who do we appreciate? So I got an idea. Do we want to disable or take over the snowplow?
Some of us want it to explode.
Yeah.
That sounds like a disable vote.
Okay.
I don't know about the rest of you, but
Sounds good. Who wants to go?
I need more
I
time
was
to
thinking
think.
about. I was thinking about running, getting close to it and firing my disabling cannon into it.
So it's no
There-
longer making a blockade.
Yeah, it is currently making a blockade. The highway here is wide, probably 8 lanes wide, filled with cars. Many of the cars filled with skeletons. There are tall trees and vines ferns and other vegetation moving slowly, very slowly, but moving in on the right side of where you are. To the left, you can see beyond some lower trees the what remains of the city with the valley floating high above it. Off on the northeast, moving slowly like a metallic cloud in the sky, is the baby.
Oh no. All right. So
I
as we're
think there are
coming
five goons, not including the one driving the plow.
in, and the plow, I assume, is behind the boys.
Yeah, it is. But
Yeah.
you are now in between the boys and the plow.
Yeah. I think since we're on the hoverboards, he's going to use it like he's riding the pipe, and he's going to come in on the board, hit it, grab hold with one hand on the top of the plow, reach out his big boom arm and fire into the engine or into the drive, causing it to start moving forward, careering into stuff. That's his hope.
Okay. Let's get a roll for that.
All right, so he's using his Deadeye, which is upgraded twice.
Mhm.
So that's a D12.
Using your arm cannon.
Uh-huh.
Does your arm transform when you use the arm cannon? Or is it just there? Does it like go and open up and there's just a big cannon there?
Yeah, it has to. Yeah. And each time it blows off a little more of its animatronic fur as it singes it and it gets kind of stinky. So D12 goes to, do I just add a D4 once I'm maxed out?
No. You just max out. What are you maxing out? How are you doing this?
So brass goes to D10. D12. Let's just a D12. And if I use my arm cannon, it's another D6. That's what it is. For the hovered, and
You can only have one item per roll.
one item per roll.
So pick the better item.
I'm not going to use my cannon then.
I mean, you can still narratively use your cannon.
All right, but I don't want to use it. Unless I have to use it. But I'll use it. It's fine. It's fine.
You can narratively use it without using it up. How about that?
Okay, cool. We'll do that. And then,
Just give it a weak blast.
yeah. Just a drivetrain blast. Okay. A 12, a 4, and a 5.
Yeah, that's three
Yeah.
successes.
And a
Tell
4
me
and a
what
5, so
happens.
that's
That's 5 successes.
Yeah, it's 5 successes.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
You get to add a lot of stuff if you want.
He gets a lot of stuff. Okay. So let's go
You do it.
do it.
No blowback.
Do we want blowback? Give us a D10.
It would give you a D10 if you wanted to do it.
All
wanna
right,
skip it?
let's start with boost.
You do it, boost.
We're. I guess I would clear a hazard.
Clear a hazard.
Would that be a hazard for him?
They could, yeah, it's no. Hazards are very specific.
Okay. Fix more, gain favor, gain ground, gain roadie.
Knock back. Push it off the edge of the edge of the road.
Yeah, it starts careering off and yeah. And
All right.
knock back, no more damage, stun, rift damage.
And then I don't know. That's a lot. Uh,
You want to cause panic again?
yeah. Then all three of us will go.
Yeah,
Yep. And
that's
then
4.
can I do a double boost? Give both of them a boost?
I don't think so.
Okay. Uh,
Have you
You
skipped the
you
blowback
wanna
yet? You
find
might
some
as well
salvage?
skip it. Or
yeah.
give us
I
salvage.
will skip
Skip the blowback.
Yeah.
Okay. So you do some sick moves on your hoverboard and
Yep.
jump over the hood of this big truck with the plow in front. Take aim and blast the engine. The yeah, it hits something that sends it into reverse overdrive, and this thing begins to go backwards uh, over the side of this big bridge that you're on. It will fall off the bridge if nobody does anything about it at the end of the round. No blowback.
Yeah.
And how does that help the next person who's going to give them a boost?
I think it dumbfounds the jack boots as they turn around, or the cat. Are these caddies?
These are not the caddies, no.
These are yeah. Turns around and they just watch their
Are they like the
roadblock.
Atama guys? Like
Oh yeah, yeah. This was not part of the
Atama
plan.
dudes?
This was not part of the plan. This was not part of the plan. Adjusting. Recalculating.
Yeah, so as they begin to regain their from their panic, they they have to adjust their plans. Who's up next?
I have a thought.
Okay.
I would like to pick up a hubcap and chuck it
Okay.
I love it.
at a jackboot.
Okay.
So this is going to be bullseye because I am taking aim
Makes
and
sense.
acting with a little bit of precision. So that is a D8 for me
You get a boost.
from the previous action.
Yep.
We're going to do sci-fi this time because you can almost hear like the calculation sounds as she is making very deliberate like calculations on what the flick of her wrist and what angle and physics exactly
Does
to
her
knock this jackboot on their butt.
the face does one of the eyes become a little like target and it go boop, 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 boop.
Yeah.
Also, is the hubcap like transparent purple plastic?
No, it is
Okay.
like some sort of really cool like star shape.
It's the old school spinner.
Yeah, but it's just ripped off the side of the car and then
Mhm.
like frisbeed, like Captain America. And I don't have gear for that, so I guess this is what we're doing.
Do you want
So
to
I
use
can
anything in
pull
the
from
ride or
the
die
rated-
pool? Yeah.
yeah.
Yes. What
So we've
die
got
are in
a-
the ride or die pool?
4, 6, and 8.
I'm taking the 6.
Okay.
Okay. That's an 8. A 4 and 2 1s. That's 3
Three.
successes.
Yep. You do it. What do you want to do with the other 2?
1d6.
You want to boost for the next player?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm torn between more damage and upgrade it.
More damage will take a bad guy out.
Mm-hmm.
What exactly does upgrade do?
Ow.
That is for crafting. You are not crafting.
Okay, then yeah, more damage.
Okay. You take out Greb. Tell me how that happens.
He's panicking. He is not looking at me as I pull off this thing, and the beep 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 happens with the crossbow, and just like, whoop, and it hits him right in the back into his head, and he just goes onto the asphalt.
Yeah, but it hits him on the back, and we get the side like slow mo of him like falling forward as like some bit of machinery comes off the front, and yeah, he's gone. And now, Andrew, you get to go with a boost.
Go with a boost. All right. Let's see. So I have an idea. I'm still learning, so I'm not sure I can do it this way. But I want to roll wastes.
Okay.
And specifically, I'm thinking of finding a path with the bridge in some kind of culvert or drainage to then surprise the rest of the jackboots. So kind of like down and then up behind them.
So you want to go off the edge of the bridge and find a path through the trees.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All is
That works for me.
a fluid movement with my hoverboard and metal detector combo. You know, I look like an amazing skater as I do it.
Yeah, I don't think the hoverboard, the detector is going to give you anything here because you are going off-roading. There's less metal out in the wastes. You can also only use one item at a time.
Okay, but I can have it for the hoverboard.
No, not the hoverboard.
Not the hoverboard.
No, well, because there's no metal out here either. You are going pure momentum.
Okay, so we're swinging on vines is what we're doing. Got it.
Yeah, we you are now at the whim of the rules that we've created for our world.
Fair enough. All right.
Do you want to grab anything out of the ride or die pool?
What do we still
We've
have
got
in
a
the river?
D4 and D8.
D4 and a D8. I've got a D10, a 4, and 2 6s.
That's pretty good.
So I think we're gonna leave it. I've got 2 5s and a 4 and a 1. So I've got 3 successes.
Okay. You do it.
Mm-hmm.
You
So
want to stay hidden?
Maybe. Let's see.
Because don't you get a shooty bonus if you're hidden?
Do I get a shooty bonus?
Oh, okay. That
Yeah.
not you.
No, so one of the things that I can do as a night crawler is when I'm rolling at least one success on wastes, I can choose a nearby tunnel or crawl space without spending any successes. So
All right. So you find something that goes under the highway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a little concrete tunnel filled with graffiti.
Yeah. And it's got some kind of drainage gate, I think, that some of the jackboots are standing over.
Okay,
There you go.
great.
Which I, of course, then want to Firefly, which is all of my skills gain the outcome, make it explode.
Tell me more.
So I think, yeah. So these roads, they had to have metal and have these magnetic, repulsor pieces to it and everything everything could hover on this highway. And I think that Gallup's experience in the Wests has taught him how to quickly flip the polarity in that and essentially turn what is standing metal into shooting metal for the grate, as it gets shot up quickly from where they're standing.
Okay. You just got rid of Dolly, and Polly and Nathan both took 1 damage.
Oh.
Tell me what that looked like. What happened?
Yeah, so Gallop is, dodging the plastic golf balls that we were talking about. A couple of them, careen off the helmet, and then he takes a quick right, and there's an epic moment from underneath the highway as he comes flying off the edge, and he quickly holsters his hoverboard with the strap that's on his metal detector. So, attaches to his back, and he grabs some of the limbs and swings himself right into the tunnel that he knew would be there. And as he gets, he's sliding to a stop right underneath, he can see the conduits of all the electricity for the road, and pulling out, a little bit of the junk that he has. Maybe it's one of the. It was like the My Little Pony figurine that he wasn't able to sell in the morning, but it's got a couple of metal pieces to it, and he jams that into it, and there's the sound of the electricity whirring up, and then poof, the grate above his head blasts up into the sky.
Great.
So, and I want no.
There it is.
Yes. What do I? Let's see. So, on wastes, enemy ambushed is one of the stickers. Can I mark that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. And I lost track
yeah.
in my coolness if I spent all 3 of my successes or not.
All right, so we had you do it, make it explode, and remain hidden.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, so that means there will be consequences to your action, and that consequence is that there are 3 people, not including the one who is scrambling to try and fix the plow, who are still standing here, and Fimge, who's not hurt at all, radios in to the baby to hurry it up, and unless everything is cleared out and the dirt farmers are warned very soon of their impending doom, baby's gonna get here. And once baby's here, there's not much you can do. Okay, so we've got a 4, a 6.
Doesn't affect me.
That's true. It's a 4, 6, and 8 in the ride or die pool. Nathan and Polly barely recover from the explosion that just happened, and they don't see who caused it, but they can clearly see Muppet hovering over the top of the plow, and they're going to take aim. And I need a roll to avoid.
Okay, that's so D4. Do
So-
that.
Yeah, it's going to be it can be moves. You can convince me of you can convince me of pretty much anything.
Yeah. Okay. With the plow in full reverse, he will, as he sees him turn, he grabs the plow and hides behind it and the wheel. And it'll dodge fire, and when I get enough successes, it'll shoot him right back at him.
What are you rolling for that?
Wheels.
Wheels. How do you use your gear or your style?
He's gonna use his. Oh, he's got a megaphone, and so he's like, he'll use his carny voice, going, Come on, kids. Let's see if you can hit the mark. Come on. What do you got? What do you got? What do you got?" And yeah, that's what he's got.
Okay.
Okay, and so we can only use. So that's a style, gear. All right. A 5.
1 5.
1 5.
Okay.
Do it.
Two people shooting at you, and you got 1 5. I think you definitely avoided the shots from one, but you are hit by those hard plastic pellets from the other shooter, from Polly. She hit you good. You are going to gain a hazard as you're pinned down, and so what that means is that you where is it?
We got a winner! Ow, 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 ow.
You must roll a hazard die whenever you make an action roll.
Okay.
It is a d6, and it should look different than your other dice.
Well, I'm rolling green, so I'll add a red.
Okay. So if that rolls 4 or more, that cancels out one of your successes.
Got it.
You can clear a hazard by taking the outcome, clear a hazard, or rolling to clear the hazard.
Okay.
Okay. The final one of these people, Fimge, just saw Greb get taken out by Pike, and is going to run at Pike and try and tackle. I would like you to roll to make that not happen.
What do I roll?
You tell me. Moves, muscle, whoop ass. You want to roll wheels and get the heck out of there?
Definitely not wheels. I want to roll sway.
You're going to try and convince this person not to attack you.
Yeah.
What do you do? Tell me what you do. And how you use your style.
Pike's robot screen head swivels to face this person as they're charging on her, and just this angry, confused expression, emoji expression comes on, and her robot voice comes through that is not advisable. So this is definitely sci-fi.
Yes,
in
it
terms
is
of
sci-fi.
style.
Okay. How could it not be?
Yeah. This is very much intimidation, don't know what you think you're doing. So I have a D8, a D6 for sci-fi.
We've got a 4, a 6, and an 8 in the ride or die pool.
Can I argue that I'm using my culture database in terms of the angry, intimidating face that I have put up on my face screen?
Describe it for me.
The culture database?
Yeah, no, the face. Why would it speak to what did we call them? The minions of the technocracy.
Mm-hmm.
the minions are led by somebody,
Yes.
and
It's a mysterious giant tube. Nobody knows what's inside it.
this tube itself has never used any sort of emojis or expressions or anything.
It may have a screen projecting on the entire outside. There's probably some sort of face on it.
Yeah, it looks like that face.
Uh-huh.
That's the face that I project at this thing.
Okay, I'll
Or at
take
this
it.
person.
Yeah. That is the question. This thing or this person.
As I tell them that it is ill-advised.
Let's see how you do.
Okay. I've got style, sway, and gear here. It's one success.
Okay.
So I do it.
Yeah, he stops and he says, "Huh? Why is it ill-advised? Who are you? You look like TubeBot."
Good old tube bot.
Good old
Is it my
TubeBot.
turn now?
Well, you've decided to start a conversation with this person.
This is true. I was
As
just
he,
like
as he stops,
intimidation factor to make him not hit me.
he looks confused and maybe not completely convinced that it is ill-advised, but convinced enough, confused enough to stop and question the attack.
Which gives me enough time to just attack back.
Well, it is. We are back to the top of the round as the plow that Muppet was hiding behind goes off the edge of the road and plummets into the wastes. So whoever wants to go can go.
Well, you might as well punch someone, Pike.
Is that what you're gonna do?
Got my hoverboard in my hand.
You're gonna smash him with the hoverboard?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Just go. What?
Is
Yeah.
that-
No, you'll just have to repair it.
Is that muscle or is it whoop ass?
Muscle. It's muscle.
Okay.
And D6 gear for that. Cute because, as I've stated before, the hoverboard has like ribbons coming off of it.
You're using your style. Okay.
So that face just goes from like the tube bot to the
Angry.
just the
Angry
angry
Pike.
tube bot to angry smile face. Like the devil smile face.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
It's
yeah.
got little horns on it.
Yeah.
Little digital horns. Sure.
Little digital horns.
Thanks for stopping.
And it's a muscles roll, so my fitness comes into here.
It's true.
I've got 4d6.
Pretty good.
Ah. 2 successes.
Okay. You do it, and what do you want to do? You want to do more damage? You want to take Fimge out of the fight, or do you want no blowback?
So more damage isn't on there. It's knockback, endure more, and less damage. So knockback.
Knock back. You whack Fimge with your hoverboard, and you see his cybernetic jaw with its sharp teeth dislocate. He gets knocked back and turns back towards you and says, "You're not like Tubot. I'm gonna get you." And then he draws a little laser knife and is going to try to get stabby. So you now get to roll to not get stabbed.
Not stabby.
Oh, right now?
Yep.
That's gonna
Stabbing
be a
you right
moves.
now.
That's gonna be a moves roll. I have a single D10 in my hand.
So you are relying on your speed and agility. Do you want to grab a 4, 6, or 8 from the ride or die pool?
I'm gonna grab a 6 for my hoverboard, because if this works, I could definitely use like the magnet repulsor to just go out of the way.
So you hop back on your hoverboard really quickly. Or are you doing like you've got it in your hands, so
Yeah, I've got it in my
you're doing
hands.
like a cartwheel onto your hoverboard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I've got what's in the ride or die pool?
4, 6, and 8.
I'm gonna take an
And we
8.
went for a run
Gonna
this
take my
morning,
8.
Pike. Don't forget. We're
Oh, yeah.
prepared.
Thank you.
And you're taking the 8.
So
Okay.
I've got D8, my D10, and 2 D6s. Two 5s and a 6.
There you go.
That's 3.
3 successes.
Yeah. Fimge absolutely misses as he tries to stab you with his laser knife.
So-
Um,
1d6 boosts to the next person and no blowback.
great. Who's next?
What do we have left?
Nathan and Polly are trying to pin you down with. You are actually pinning you down with hard plastic balls.
I'll go next, and unless you have something that you're ready for. I was just gonna return fire.
Yeah. Go for it.
And you're just gonna blow them up.
Yeah.
Thing smashed. Okay. Yeah, he's just gonna pull out his one of his pieces of equipment, his sidearm, and gonna bullseye him.
Okay. And you get it. There was a boost passed, right?
I'll take
Okay.
it.
You get a D6 boost. You have to roll your hazard die.
Got my hazard die in my pool, and what else? What else? What else? What else? If I'm using my gear, does that count against my style? No,
Those are separate.
separate. Since he was using his microphone, the megaphone, he'll do it again, and this time he'll sound more like a Chuck E. Cheese carny. Continuing on. All right, yeah, you got me last time. Yeah, here's one back at you. Let's see if I can pull the tickets. Be your winner.
Are you using your arm blaster or are you using your hand cannon? Your gun.
No, my gun.
Yeah. Do you get a die from that, right? Rather than your
Yeah.
megaphone.
Oh, okay. I got a 1 on my 1 die, the red one. 2
That's
successes.
good. 2
Yeah.
successes.
2 successes.
Yeah, you do it, and then what's the other one? So you've
There's
got
extra damage.
you've got extra damage, less ammo, cause panic.
I want more damage. Extra
More
damage.
damage, less ammo, cause panic. Which one?
More damage.
Okay, so we're adding the D8 to the ride or die pool, and you're doing more damage. You take out both Nathan and Polly.
Papa. Right on.
You do still have that hazard. Things are still treacherous. Things could still go south as the baby looms in the sky. I think with that, with that
Ominous threat.
blowback that you took,
Mm-hmm.
we are going to take our time bomb to the last spot. You got to go warn those people.
What does
Yeah.
this mean?
What does this mean?
What does this mean?
If it gets to the last thing, everything bad stuff happens.
Bad stuff happens.
Yeah.
So is bad stuff happening now or soon?
Very, very, very soon.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, because Fimge is the only one left up.
Cool. So I was hoping to, since I'm still down under the bridge in my hiding tunnel that clearly is connected to the interconnections and everything on this bridge. My desperate hope was that I could use tools to rewire this bridge and make it unappealing to the baby. Essentially, I'm looking to cause a small EMP explosion out from the sides of the road so that there's nothing of value for the baby.
The thing of value to the baby is a bunch of people.
Oh, right.
Is that what you want to make not valuable anymore?
No, I want to make it look more hazardous with this. The big thing getting closer to the highway, the baby would take damage collecting people.
So you want to turn the highway magnets back on,
Yes.
basically.
And overcharge them, I guess, essentially.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah. How do you do that?
Yeah, so I'm deep into the electronics box that's housed under this road and reconnecting things and reconfiguring things and doing my best to use some of the junk I have on hand to make things work the way that I want to. And as I get closer to getting done, I'm running out of hands and things to trip stuff. And so I'm going to use my motocross helmet as I say I have to go big or go home and smash it into the box to finish and complete everything so that I can use my style as well. And
Right, do you want to use any of these ride or die dice?
I think I'm going to have to because I'm just at a 10 and a 6 at the moment. So I would like to take the 8.
All right, you take the 8. And what are you rolling again?
I'm rolling tools.
Tools. Okay. Good luck.
Yeah, I've only got 3 dice here. Let's see. I got nothing else. Oh, but I got 2 8s.
So 4 successes.
So I have 4 successes.
So the bonus outcomes for tools are fix more, upgrade it, or less supplies. So how does that work here? That's repairing damage, using less supplies, or adding a new trait or quality to a piece of gear.
So I think other than doing it, the first one I would take is less supplies.
Okay.
And interpret that to be that there are less supplies for the baby.
It's not quite what it means.
No? Okay.
And it would be like you are using uh, less bits of scrap to fix something,
Okay.
basically.
Okay. Yeah, I don't want to lose anything.
'Cause generally, tools is for fixing.
Uh-huh.
But we can have you do it.
Uh-huh.
No blowback
Yes.
would be a great one.
Mm-hmm.
Which is because that could be like the baby seeing the three of you,
Yes.
possibly sending down more minions.
I'm not going back.
Can I fix more? Can I have fixed this road and made it an electrical hazard?
Let's yeah, I think you fixed a large portion of the road. The magnets are on, and you can hear the hum start up. Stop it, you butt! Get out of here! You hear the hum as the cars on the road begin to hover. All of the metal on the road and the boards that you're on hover up on another few feet, and in the distance you see the baby begin to list.
Yeah.
The baby is very close. Who's up? We're back to the top.
I just have a very
Fimge.
specific question.
Yeah.
I'm a robot.
Uh-huh.
I'm made of metal.
Uh-huh.
We
Was
hover
I
extra?
adversely affected by this?
We'll see how you roll.
Okay.
What would you like
What
to
was
do?
Finge doing?
Fimge was swinging at you with a laser knife, which you expertly dodged. He's still got it handy.
I feel like he should drop his laser knife.
How do you want to help him
I-
with that?
By
Take his arm?
throwing something at him.
Oh, you don't want to disarm him?
No, as I get tossed up several feet in the air on my hoverboard because the magnets just kicked on suddenly. That's weird. I'm gonna reach out and grab like a side mirror off of the
Great.
car and then
Uh-huh.
just chuck it at him. So that is gonna be bullseye again.
Perfect.
And I'm going to use cute because I'm gonna be like, no, bad. Bad.
You put on a cute face, you flip it upside down since you're like
It broke.
Yes.
doing a handstand.
And I'm on my hoverboard, so that is gear that I'm using. So I've got a D8 and 3 D6s.
Okay, cool.
Four successes.
Wow. Fimge is out with your first success. How would you like to spend the rest of them?
No blowback. 1d6 boost.
All right.
I don't see an application for less supplies or more damage there since he's already out.
That's true.
Or upgrade it.
How can we use this like we use advantages in other game systems? What other things can we come up with? As the dust begins to settle after your little fight with these guys.
Because they're cyborgs, they're hardier than most, so none of them are dead.
Except for Dolly, who exploded. But yeah, that can be true.
Obvious exceptions aside.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Okay.
and the farmers heard all the fighting and skedaddled.
Sure. Yeah, the farmers heard the fighting and saw
The explosion.
the baby hovering in the sky above them, as it lists towards the road. What do you want to do? The farmers have been warned. You have the rare opportunity to maybe do something about the baby right now.
Can we do something about the baby? I don't think we can do something about the baby. As Pike rights herself on her hoverboard so she's back on her feet.
Mm-hmm. There's always something we can do against that baby. We can.
I mean, I just want to make
Oh.
it explode.
I was thinking the same thing. We could gather some of these. I don't know what type of electrical bombs are these things running on.
What, the vehicles?
Yeah.
I don't know. Some sort of nuclear battery.
Mm-hmm.
That
Yeah.
sounds right.
Yeah.
We lob one up and detonate it. Ooh, we can call them in. And then
You want to
send one
use
up.
somebody's radio.
Mhm.
Okay.
So that would be like what? Did someone use sway already?
So
I
Did it
did.
work? Did it work?
we're gonna
Yeah.
do one roll per person. We need two of those rolls to have at least one success.
Okay. A tools roll to make the bomb. A bullseye roll to throw the bomb or
Mhm.
slingshot the bomb.
Okay.
And someone to call it in to convince them that this is what needs to be done.
Call it to who?
Our location.
To who?
To the baby.
Call the baby. In close.
Oh,
Just give two bot a call.
to make it easier to hit.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Just turn them away.
Sway.
Yeah. Okay. Bullseye.
Okay, so I'm
You're just-
calling in.
Calling in
baby.
and saying there's some people here
Hey,
who aren't
baby.
being the best selves.
Uh-huh.
Phoebe, come here. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna go sci-fi with that. So sway roll, gallop with the tools roll, Muppet with the bullseye roll.
Yeah.
Yay, nay.
I'm down with
Sounds
that.
great to
Yeah.
me.
Okay. Going to
Make
coax
this
the
baby
baby.
cry.
You call the baby.
Hi, this is Baby.
Yeah, so this is going sci-fi because I'm going to make myself sound more robotic as I attempt to sound like a jackboot. Baby, there are 3 in need of improvement on the bridge.
Oh, people need to play?
Yep,
Okay, I'll bring the toys.
come in closer. And we can bring them to you.
You see, as baby nears, the giant face projected on the bottom of it its mouth the squiggly purple and turquoise line of jazz.
You didn't make me roll for that. Got a D8 for that and a D6.
We have a 4 and a 6 in the pool. It is very unlikely that you're going to fill the pool, so you might as well use them before the end of the game.
I'll take that 4.
Unless you all take consequences on your rolls.
We can do that.
I'm confident.
Don't really see a piece of gear.
No, you're just using one of the half-dead androids, android people's radios.
I'm an android. Those are cyborgs.
Mandroid.
Mandroids.
Ah. Not a single success amongst those.
Okay.
Good luck, you two.
All right. We now have a D8 in the pool. As baby gets much closer.
Oh no.
You see the hovering face right above you now. Let's make a bomb.
Let's make a bomb.
Are there assists? Can you assist people?
Hmm?
Can you assist people other than just passing a boost?
You can. You have to roll for it though.
Hmm.
How do you assist?
I think he uses his arm blade to cut away parts. Give access to batteries and yeah. So he'll use his tools to cut parts. Does that make sense?
Sure. All right. So that's going to be.
And then
I'm
I
gonna,
give him
I'm gonna say like a science, maybe. Science or tools.
tool. Okay. I'll do tools. That still got that negative, and I'll use the arm beam. And so this is me giving him a boost.
Yep. You're still rolling that hazard die as well.
I got it. Well, it canceled me out.
Okay. Not great.
I think I ruined this one.
Andrew.
All right. So Gallup's going to make his way up to the road and identify the vehicle that has the best payload by swiping his metal detector over a few of the cars, tuning it to the heavy metals in a nuclear battery. That's a thing,
Okay.
right?
Sure.
So you can get a D4
Makes sense
for
to me.
that. I definitely want to take that D8 that's in the rider die because I
Okay.
don't have many dice here.
Taking
And
it away from AJ. That's fine.
yeah, I don't get a D10. I can think of a way that motocross or ska skater can help me, but I don't think there's much in this avenue. Other than the fact that I keep all my tools in the pockets of those pants, as I described it, so I can okay. I wouldn't give it to me either.
Your really tight pants. No.
Okay, so we've got a 10, a 4, and a 5. So I've got 3 successes.
A 10, a 4, and a 5 is 4 successes, right?
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
Unless I have to get exactly an 8 to get those 2 successes
No.
from it.
No. That's 2 successes.
Okay.
A 10 is 2.
10 is 2.
Yep.
So I have
So
4.
4.
I got 4.
You do it. Do you want to take the blowback? Or no?
We've only got 1 dice left in the blowback, right?
We have a 4 and a 6.
I have a 4 and a 6. No, let's avoid the blowback.
Okay.
I don't think I want any consequences from building a bomb.
Cool.
I want to do it. I want to avoid the consequences. The make it explode. Can that be at the right time?
It can.
Okay. So I want the bomb to explode. at the right time.
You get that for free, or is that no?
That's a. I have to spend a success for that one.
Okay, cool. All right, and then your last one.
Boost.
Great.
Thanks.
AJ, you want to take the 4 and the 6 out of the ride or die pool?
Heck yeah.
Okay.
Okay. 4, 6, boost. I'm going to use my hand cannon. I got my setback. I'm going to use my bullseye. And I think at this moment he's standing on the highest point. He's got that bomb ready to be. What are we doing? Hovering it? Do we have it like tied down because it's got extra hover boost going, and so we have it tethered?
Are you like making a railgun?
Yeah.
Basically.
Yep.
You see him step off the hoverboard, and he sticks his boombox on it and plays gunslinger music. And he twitches his hands, his one hand, because the other one turns into a cannon. And he goes, pull! I don't need that die. I do need that die, because I'm stealing it. That's a lot of 6s.
That's good. Unless it's on your bad die.
I have a 5 and an 8. My 2 6s canceled out.
That's 3 successes. Tell me what happens.
I think he gives the motion, and we release the railgun bomb, and it slings out. And as it's going, his arm gets stuck for a moment, and he can't get in the right position because of the damage he took. But through the stretches, he stretches back, relocates, and you hear a pop and a grind, and he's able to get the charge off with his hand cannon as it screams up to baby, and he goes,
Oh, justice for Muppet.
yeah, I'm pulling your tickets. And he fires.
And your bomb whistles through the air and explodes on the bottom of baby, and you see the big face on the bottom of it turn into a sad crying face as it slowly begins to crash into the ground. As it hits a tall abandoned building next to the landfill, it explodes. The gas from under the ground fueling the explosion even more as this big burst of pink glittery gas poofs out from all around it. Yeah, everyone's having a great time now. So the gas just spreads out all over the place. And the 3 of you pack up, get on your hoverboards. I think as the baby hits the ground, the magnetic roads sputter and turn off again, and you get on your hoverboards and head back to the mall. And as you're going, you tune into back into Chaos FM, where we have DJ Noodles back on the air. We've heard some good news from the south side of town as the 3 heroic outlaws have taken down the baby. The technocracy is now feeling pretty unsteady. Here they are, quaking in their boots. TubeBot is not happy. This song is dedicated to our wasteland warriors out there. Keep doing the things that you're doing, and punk rock will never die. And the music blasts through your boombox and your headphones as you make your way back across town.
Awesome.
That was a lot of fun. Thank you.
We will continue with these characters next time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah, cool. I think we're probably going to hear from the people up north, the caddies, or
Caddies.
yeah, clearing the wastelands.
Awesome. Well, I'll sign us off. Thank you for joining us for this adventure in the Rebels of the Outlaw Wastes. You can check out everything about this game in the links in the description, but do keep in mind to come join us on the Discord if you're watching this later on YouTube. We take lots of suggestions and have a great community here to play games with. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll ask for that again. And everybody wave. Bye.